Hello, everybody. It's Miss Kelly. I just want to wish you a wonderful Easter weekend. You have a long weekend ahead of you, so I hope you have a great time with family and you can enjoy some nice weather and some relaxation together despite everything that's going on. Today, I want to share an Easter book with you. It's called The Easter Ribbit. The Easter Ribbit. Also, as you can see, I have on glasses. These are going to help me read, something you usually don't see me in, but I'm going to give them a try today. Easter was coming. The bunnies were very busy making pretty Easter baskets, carrying jelly beans and painting eggs. Froggy watched them from the pond. Sometimes he wished he were a rabbit. They seemed to be having so much fun. Maybe he could convince Turtle to let him paint her eggs before they hatched. Froggy quickly ran to the beach. Turtle was there covering her eggs with sand. "Ribbit, Ribbit," Frog called to Turtle. "It's almost Easter. May I paint your eggs?" "Keep quiet," Turtle warned. "Can't you see I'm trying to hide them? If you were to paint them, every bird in the forest would see my eggs and eat them before the babies could hatch and crawl to the water. Go back to your log and stop bothering me." She doesn't look too thrilled. Froggy walked sadly to his favorite hollow log near the rabbit tree and crawled inside. After a long time of feeling sorry for himself, he fell asleep and had a dream. In the dream, he was an Easter Ribbit. Not quite a rabbit, but not a frog either. He was rushing through the high grass to deliver Easter baskets to all the children. The baskets were full of things that Froggy loved: jelly beans, lollipops, flies, tiny fish eggs, seaweed bars, and delicious mosquitoes too. Is that what you like in your Easter basket? Not me. Suddenly, a terrible noise woke Froggy. He opened his eyes and peeked out of the log. The chief Easter bunny had just landed in a helicopter. He was carrying armfuls of lists of all the children who needed Easter presents. Mrs. Rabbit and all of her assistants came running out to greet him. "You are doing a wonderful job," said the chief, "but we need more helpers. Can you handle an extra load of deliveries?" "Oh, dear," said Mrs. Rabbit, "we don't have enough bunnies to deliver the baskets. Flossie and Fernie caught colds last night, and I'm afraid they are running fevers. And Hubert and Henry hurt their feet squeezing under a fence. They can't run until next week. What will we do?" There's Mrs. Rabbit and all her little bunnies. They're not doing so well. "Advertise," said the chief Easter bunny. "Help wanted, Easter rabbit. Help wanted, Easter rabbit. Help wanted, Easter rabbit. Call Mrs. Duck's employment agency. She can fly over the woods and drop ads for the position tonight. Mrs. Duck's a quack, but she may be able to help us." "All right," said Mrs. Rabbit. "We'll do our best." Mrs. Duck was sound asleep when Mrs. Rabbit called, but she woke up and wrote the ad anyway. Unfortunately, Mrs. Duck was very nearsighted and didn't see her spelling mistake. Instead of writing an ad for an Easter rabbit, she had written an ad for an Easter Ribbit. I think I know somebody for the job. Help wanted, Easter Ribbit. One of the ads landed on Froggy's log. Froggy saw it as soon as he woke up the next morning. "An Easter ribbit?" said Froggy. "That's me." It was his dream come true. Quickly, he wrote down Mrs. Duck's address and ran to the employment office. Although she couldn't see well, Mrs. Duck suspected that she was looking at a frog. Nevertheless, Froggy was the only client who had come into her office for a very long time, and there wasn't a rabbit in sight. Mrs. Duck ran to her storage room and cut out a big pair of paper bunny ears. She tied them on Froggy's head. Then Mrs. Duck pasted a big cotton ball on Froggy to make a rabbit's tail. Froggy was divinely happy. He ran to Mrs. Rabbit's tree right away. There she is, dressing up Mr. Frog. Mrs. Rabbit and all her assistants were working feverishly to color new eggs and fill new baskets. Glancing quickly at Froggy's big floppy ears, Mrs. Rabbit didn't even notice that he was an Easter ribbit and not an Easter rabbit. She pointed to a tall tower of Easter baskets outside the back door and told Froggy to start his deliveries. Froggy looked up at the baskets. "Ribbit," he gasped, "I'll never be able to deliver all these by Easter." There was only one thing to do. Quickly, he hopped down to the pond. Ribbiting as loudly as he could, Froggy called for all of his friends and relatives to come and help him. Soon, a crowd of frogs of all shapes and sizes leapfrogged to pick up the baskets stacked behind Mrs. Rabbit's tree. "Attention all frogs, calling all frogs." Nothing like a little teamwork to help get the job done, right everyone? And if you had been anywhere near Froggy's log at the crack of dawn on Easter morning, you would have seen them marching through the meadow to deliver Easter baskets to all the children. And at the head of the parade was Froggy, ribbiting a happy song. Look at how much fun they're having. There is Mr. Frog dressed up as an Easter bunny, doing his job with delight. And they're playing music, and they're singing songs, and they're getting all the baskets delivered. I'm a froggy in a hurry, and I've really got to scurry before the sun comes up. While all the kids are sleeping, I'll be hopping, sprinting, leaping. I'm as happy as a pup. I can't be a rabbit, so I'll be an Easter ribbit. It's true I'm green, but if I'm seen, I really can ad-lib it. I'll leave some Easter baskets, and everyone will cheer, a tisket, a tasket, the rabbit has been here. Oops, the ribbit has been here. The end. Interesting to think about the Easter Bunny as we all have known of him or her, or maybe it's a frog in disguise. All the children and people that he or she has to deliver to. Can you imagine all that hard work? But teamwork always helps. Having a good attitude always helps when you have a lot to do or a big challenge ahead of you, right? And having fun. Anyway, everybody, I hope you enjoyed that book. Like I said, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Easter weekend, and we will see you again on Monday. Thank you.